Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sandhya. We are coming from IEEE HKN chapter at Wichita State University with this webinar by Dr. Bose. Dr. Saurabh Bose is an assistant professor at Wichita State University, and he's also a graduate coordinator for Masters in Computer Science and Computer Networking. He did his undergrad and master's from University of Calcutta, India. He finished his PhD at University of Texas, Arlington in computer science. He joined Wichita State University after that. His research interests include machine learning, transfer learning, reinforcement learning, structured representation learning, and imitation learning. Today, he's presenting a webinar about machine learning and reinforcement learning. So I will let Dr. Bose speak now about his research so that we all can learn something from him. Dr. Bose, you can go carry on.
Perfect. Before we begin today's session, a couple things first. If you have any comments or any questions during this talk, just send it in the chat window so that I can see and I can reply to you guys. And so today we are going to talk about mainly two broad things. First things first is going to be about machine learning. And then we are going to talk about a bit about reinforcement learning as well. Just to check, how many of you guys know about machine learning, and just type in yes or no in the chat window so that I can gauge the amount of things that you know. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Machine learning is any system. So machine learning is a subgroup of a larger computer science topic that is known as artificial intelligence, that is AI. And there is a difference between AI and machine learning. And machine learning is in any process where the system basically improves its performance from data or from experience, right? Okay. So if we go with the definition of Tom Mitchell, that the guy who wrote the book on machine learning, is essentially a machine learning is a study of algorithms that improve their performance at some particular task with some experience that is gathered for that particular task. So for a machine learning problem, the only thing that we need to know is essentially the amount of data that we have, and for some reason where humans are not able to describe that particular, give me one sec. Humans are not able to describe their particular experience in terms of a program or in terms of a program or in terms of a general idea as to how they can define their particular experience. So in traditional programming concepts, we have, let's say, a data and a program that can explain how to deal with that particular data. And a program is essentially designed to, let's say, give a particular output given a particular data and a particular program. However, in terms of machine learning, we do not have a program to explain what is going on. However, we have a data point and we have an output that we would like our program to work with. So let's say that you want to write, okay, so let's say that you want to write a program that can identify a particular image. So let's say that you want to write a program that can identify my face and unlock my computer when whenever it sees my face, right? So you would say that writing a particular program in that particular scenario would be to take an image, identify that this particular face is mine, and then it would figure out that, yes, this is Saurabh Bose, and then you would unlock your computer. However, as you know that your face can have multiple different ways of angles and sizes. If I move forward, if I move back, then in that scenario, your face would change. In that scenario, you would need to codify different images of my face, and then you would need to have the capability of identifying that particular face in any angle, in any size, and then figure out if you should unlock your computer or not. In that, but in such scenarios, it is better to get instead of writing a program, because it is near to impossible to figure out whether you can actually detect a face or not, and secondarily, if you can actually if you can actually, first things first, you can detect a face or not, and secondly, you can identify my face or not. In such scenarios, it is better to basically get the data from multiple images and say that these are the images that contain my face, and these are the images that do not contain my face. And in such scenarios, you would want your computer to basically design a program that can essentially understand that these are the set of images that would succeed in figuring out whether there is a face or not, and then unlock your computer. Otherwise, it won't, right? So machine learning is essentially an entire area of computer science where you assign your computer the ability to design the program on its own, such that given the data and given the output that you want, your computer is the one that is identifying and designing the program that finds out whether there is a face or not. And if it's my face, then basically figures out whether there is a whether that particular program has my face or not, right? So let's talk a bit about machine learning programs and machine learning outputs. And in terms of traditional programs, let's talk about what traditional computer programs are, and in compared to that, what machine learning programs are. So let's talk about a computer program that can find prime numbers, that can find that can sort a set of numbers. So in those scenarios, we know how to find a particular prime number, right? So given a number, we can basically figure out if a particular number is prime or not by just finding out its factors, and then basically figuring out if those particular if a particular number has more than 2 factors. In that scenario, we can say that it's a prime number. If it's a set of numbers that we would like to sort, then we know how to figure out if a number is larger or smaller than a particular number, and then figure out if they are in sorted order or not. But in case of finding whether a particular image is a face or not, then it is a bit difficult to figure out whether that particular image or a particular face is present in a particular image. So let's take a simple example that is the basic example for machine learning, that is to figure out numbers, right? So not just faces, but for images with numbers as well. Let's say that you want a computer to figure out that given this particular image, you want to know whether that image exists as a number, or whether that image has my face in it, or whether that image has any face in it. In such scenarios, it is required by the computer that you would first need to detect whether there is a face in that particular area, and then crop out that particular area, and then figure out whether that image is of a particular person or not. So in such scenarios, it is better for a computer to see all the possible inputs and the outcomes that you want for that particular input. And in that scenario, you would want that particular computer or that particular algorithm to on that particular algorithm to figure out whether that particular image is of a particular person, or if you want to detect something, you want to detect a particular page. Okay.